Hello. Now you think in all that time I was on intro, I would have remembered to open the video game that I am streaming today? No, I did not remember. I did not remember to open 999. So we are just chatting for a moment while I opened up the game. Hello. I have been gone for a week or so. I don't know how long I've been gone. I did also remove... I need to move this up. I removed tips because I don't feel comfortable taking money from people. So let's just move that up. We only just did this recently. So it'll look a weird, it might look a bit weird on some screens. Okay, let's move this back over here. Launch 999. Sorry about taking so long. I don't know. I was just running behind. Okay, where on earth was I? Oh, we'd started the, oh no, I have to remember controller controls. Hang on. I'm putting into gameplay. I actually remember to do it. Oh, jeez, hang on. Game capture. This is already so scuffed. There we go. Okay, I'm in the second room, I guess. Got some matches. It's just a box. It's just a box of matches. There are matches inside, obviously. Okay. Junpei looked down blankly at what he was holding, and then up at June.
Oh yeah, how's your fever? You feeling better now?
Yes, I'm fine.
Let me see your forehead.
Junpei held his hand on her forehead for a few seconds.
Oh!
Guess it really has gone down.
Are you worried about me?
Yeah, I guess I am.
By the way, Jumpy?
Hmm?
How did you end up here?
What do you mean? I told you earlier, didn't I?
Man, these PNGs look crusty. Like, I'm not sure if they're just... They don't look so crusty that they're, like, upscaled from the DS. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they are just upscale. They just stretched the DS art. There's something distinctly crusty about it.
There was a man with a gas mask when you got home at night. You inhaled some white smoke and passed out. When you woke up, you were on D-Deck.
Damn straight.
But is that really the truth?
Just a sec.
What?
Sorry about that. I am really scatterbrained
Hiding
this
something from
morning.
me?
No, why would I?
Well, if you think about it, this is awfully suspicious. I mean, why would two childhood friends bump into each other in a place like this?
Hey, I could ask you the same thing. Are you hiding something?
What would I hide?
Well, I don't know. Anything. I mean, you're hiding it. How would I know?
You mean like the number of men I've dated?
What? What? What?
Do you want to know?
Why would you be curious about that? Who cares? Who cares? That's not a number that matters.
Don't
What?
worry. Only 18.
Yeah.
Times 0. Yeah, I
This
guess I
is-
just
this is
haven't
a-
met Mr. Right yet.
This This is a weird set of dialogue. I do not remember this. There is literally nothing wrong if you've dated 18 people, by the way.
Yeah, I see.
Junpei coughed and quietly in much the same way. I have been forgetting to read lines. I am, like, completely scatterbrained today. I am sorry.
Anyway, I'm not hiding anything. Just like you, Jumpy. When I woke up, I was on D-Deck.
Well, you do have a point. I mean, why did Zero pick us? We haven't seen each other since elementary school.
I wonder.
June nodded, and for a few moments she had the faraway look of someone deep in thought.
Look for what connects the victims. That will lead you to the culprit. Do you remember Seven saying something like that?
Yeah, I do. So?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think this must all have something to do with a classmate of ours.
You got any ideas who it might be?
No, nothing.
Oh,
Well, if it had something to do with school, then it could be one of our teachers, or maybe the principal?
or the janitor, or the lunch lady.
No, I can barely remember any of them.
Yeah, I know.
Junpei went back to searching. Sorry, tongue-tied. Junpei went back to searching, feeling unpleasant and confused. Elementary school. Elementary school. Was there something strange that had happened in elementary school? As he searched the room, he continued to rack his brain. Okay, so it's a display case, but there's nothing being displayed. How sad. Looks like the drawers are empty too. That vase looks expensive. I wonder how much we could get for it. Are you gonna steal it? Wait, hang on. This is kind of a weird looking picture. Do you think it's an abstract painting or something? He looks kind of like a demon with an elephant-like nose, sucking on a human being's brain. Where the hell did that come from? What's her brain made of? Can't say I'd might find it. What? What? Junpei! Wait, hang on. Wait, hang on. An odd-looking picture with a black and white pattern. Looks like there's a room on the right side of the picture. Looks like a valuable vase. Empty, though. Looks like there's a room to the right of the vase. I wonder if they want me to go to the room to the right of the vase. That's the bathroom wall. There are square tiles all over it. Shower head. It's just a shower head. Nothing special about it. That's the shower knob. Let's see if anything happens when we turn it. No water's coming out. There's a little blue platform protruding from the shower wall next to the knobs. It's for putting soap on. I used to shower once, so I know. A soap holder. It's a shower knob. There's no water coming out of the shower. The wall's covered with square tiles. They've all got geometric shapes on them. Okay. Toilet paper. A collection of full and partially depleted rolls of toilet paper. Someone was well prepared. There's nothing too suspicious about it. About the toilet. Now let's check the toilet. There's nothing there. The tank's empty too. There isn't even any water in it. Curtain? Shower curtains, huh? Let's try closing it. Okay. Now I can see the full expanse of shower curtain in all its waterproof glory. There's nothing suspicious. It's just an old shower curtain. A narrow shower, and I'm standing in it with June? This is awkward. Time to open the curtain. Light? No. I like the pose June does. Her little blush and stretch her arms out. That's cute. Yeah. Why don't we go back to the living room? Okay. Let's go back. What about this funky bottle? Can I not look at the funky bottle? Okay. Jumpy, what are you doing? We don't have time to be relaxing on a sofa. Bottle? It's a bottle with water in it. This is a bedroom. They probably have it here We'll probably have it here because your throat always feels dry when you wake up, you know? My throat's dry, but I think that's because I'm a little nervous right now. Well, we did run a lot, so we're kind of sweaty. Hey, Jumpy, did you want to take a shower together? Whoa! Just kidding. Too late to take it back. My brain's already working out the picture. Oh my god. My throat was dry or come on. A wooden cupboard. There are cups inside, surprising no one. This isn't a painting. Is it a map? It looks like a map of the ship's interior. Oh, this is a great find. I think it'll be really useful. Let's take it with us. Yay, map. Map. I don't need a tutorial on the map. Junpei took one last look at the map and then folded it up and slid it back into his pocket. June looked up as he closed it.
This ship is bigger than I thought.
Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. It's too full. I'm like nervously lifting it, trying not to spill it over. Okay, it's fine now. I've drank enough of it now that I don't have to be.
Yeah, it's probably about 900 feet long.
Must be one of those fancy cruise ships.
Just a second.
Of course, it doesn't really look like a cruise ship. Everything in here is really retro. Huh. Even if it's just some sort of style choice, there's just too much.
Do you remember what Zero said? Do you think maybe this boat and the Titanic have something to do with each other?
That's a good point. I doubt he would have mentioned it if there wasn't a reason. Do you think this boat is a replica of the Titanic?
A replica?
Yeah, you know, like a copy of the actual boat.
Who on earth would make something like that?
Fans. Crazy Titanic fans.
I blame Leonardo DiCaprio.
No way. Do you even know how much money that would take?
No idea. But all they've got to do is break even, you know?
Break even?
Yeah, they could use it as a cruise ship. Climb aboard a piece of history, sail around the world in the resurrected Titanic. Hell, with marketing like that, they'd probably have more customers than they'd know what to do with.
Do you really think people would want to ride on a ship with such an ominous past? It's the site of the worst accident in history. Over 1,500 people died. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd get cursed just for going.
A curse, huh?
Jumpy, do you believe in that sort of thing? You know, curses and stuff?
Do I believe in curses? Realistically, no. But I think the idea of getting cursed is kind of funny.
Yeah, well, I guess so. To a certain extent. What about you? Nah, I guess that's kind of a dumb question.
Yes, I do believe in curses. In fact, I think it was a curse that sunk the Titanic.
What?
A curse sank the Titanic. The curse of the Egyptian mummy. Supposedly, the Titanic carried the mummy of the priestess Amina.
It was the mummies. That's what did it. That's what sunk the Titanic. It was mummies.
Which was stolen from a pyramid. And they say that the mummy had a history. Everyone involved with it died mysterious deaths. Come on, I'm sure you've heard of it before. Those who open the coffin will be forever cursed. Haven't you ever heard that one?
So you're saying the Titanic sunk because of that curse?
That's right!
Jane's eyes had lit up with excitement, like a child with a new toy.
That mummy, the priestess, supposedly, she was special.
What do you mean?
Well, supposedly, she was really pretty.
Pretty?
Yes,
But she was a mummy.
that's right. She wasn't all shriveled up or rotten or anything. She almost looked alive.
Oh, give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry, I keep having to be like, I'll be 1 sec, I'll be 1 sec. Hang on.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, it's that thing. I don't remember the name.
I'm so
where your
weak.
body turns into some kind of wax? Yeah? The fat in it turns into something kind of like candle wax, right? And...
Yes, saponification, but that's not what it was.
Huh?
That's not it. She wasn't wax.
Then what was it?
They say that she was frozen.
What? Frozen?
Frozen?
That's right. The whole body was frozen solid. You know how a human body is more than 60% water? Well, all of that water was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
That's crazy.
I think so too, but maybe it's true and we just didn't know about it before.
I didn't know?
Yep. Maybe it's common sense to eat shaved ice in the desert because it lasts forever.
What?
Huh? Nah, that seems too silly to be true.
But maybe it isn't. It just appears that way because you didn't know it was true.
I love her long sleeves. They're so cute.
Well, yeah,
Jun and Junpei talked a little more, and then went back to their investigation. But even as they did, his mind went back to what she told him.
Ice that doesn't melt, even in the desert? Does something like that really exist? No, even if it did, it wouldn't really be ice anymore, would it?
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. Like he'd eaten his ice cream too fast. Is there anything in here? Pillows? Look, there's 2 pillows next to each other. Guess it's a double. Huh? What's up? You're turning red. Oh man, is her fever back? Hey, are you alright? Do you need to lay down a minute? I'm fine. I think it's a little early for that. Huh? Hey, seriously, are you really okay? This man is so oblivious. A bed frame. Now we don't have to worry about falling off. I toss and turn when I sleep. She's blushing again. What the hell is she thinking about? It's a light blue blanket with some designs on it. Someone's made the bed, or at least never unmade it. There's only bed sheets under the blanket, nothing exciting. Bed frame, okay. Whoops. I want to go back. Have we all to the desk? A key. Dresser key. And I love these low poly models. They're so cute. Hi, Touche. A key. Do you think it's the key to the dresser? This is the mirror for the dresser. And now she's playing with her hair. Does she even realize she's doing that? You're extremely tired and will pass out eventually. That's okay. I'm glad to see you regardless. Come on, it's not like there's any oh my god, I need some water. Hang on. Coffee does not count as real drink. Come on, it's not like there's anyone here you need to impress. Yes, there is. Ooh. What? Why are you crying? Okay, this... Jumpy is... Stupe is stupid. Oh, forget it, Jumpy. A well-polished mirror. Oh my god. Fucking Stupe doesn't... How does he, like... She is so blatantly down bad for him that, like, yeah, Miller. Yeah. It's a light. Thanks to it, we can see. What happened to it? Maybe I shouldn't sit on it again. June will get mad again. A sofa. A sofa. Oh, my mistake. It's a sofa. A sofa. The color is a soothing blue light, a light blue. A sofa. Okay. No, I've definitely been down bad for someone who is who's just red flags. Jumpy, where are you going? I was thinking of going over to Lotus's room. Why? What do you mean, why? I'm just gonna go check up on them. Is there something wrong with that? Well, no. Come back soon. Sure thing. I'll leave the rest to you. Sure. Sure, leave it to me. Alright, off to the other room. Well, this is a display case. Check it out. These plates and shit look really expensive. You want to take a look? Damn, guess this is the wrong key. Well, that means there's got to be another one somewhere around here. Otherwise, we aren't going to be able to open this thing. There are a number of expensive-looking plates in here. A candle with a candlestick. This might come in handy. Ooh, candle. Combine. With matches, let's start a fire. I know. If I use these matches to light the candle... You'll just carry this lit candle around with us. Awesome. With the light from the candle, we can take a look over there. But it gets hot when I hold it. I want to put it down. Oh, why don't you set it on top of the dresser? It's flat there. At least it won't fall over. Burn the ship to the ocean. Yeah, I'll burn this ship down to the ocean. No one will know. There will be no trace of this replica of Titanic. Maybe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good idea. Hey. Hey, it got pretty bright. Now I can look around a little. The dresser drawer. It's locked. Oh. Let's see if this... Yes! Yes, it worked! It got a bit of a... That's a strange design. Is it ceramic? It doesn't look like there are any puzzles in it. Oh god, this just unlocked a memory for me. So... Okay, so when I was a teenager, the town I went to high school in had this like thrift shop kind of thing, this like secondhand shop that had like the weirdest shit in it. Like there was just like, and it was like the layout was so weird. It was basically like someone's house that had been converted into like a secondhand store, and like there was always weird shit in there, like an entire fencing set and weird pictures and stuff. But one time for like months, there was just like a framed photo of a completely naked man, cock out, painted like a zebra, just for sale, sitting there. Yeah. Part of me wishes I had bought it because it was hilarious, but like at the same time, how would I explain to people? Actually, no, that'd be fun having to explain to people the naked zebra man, the framed naked zebra man on my shelf. But also, I was a teenager at the time, so they may not have actually sold it to me. There's a picture of an old cruise ship. Is it the Titanic? A bottle full of water. I don't think we're going to need this for anything. But if you're thirsty. Curtain. A curtain, huh? Well, it's certainly got all these metal rings, so you could probably hang it from something, you know? Yes, but it doesn't look like a normal curtain. The way it feels, it's probably waterproof. Which would make this a shower curtain. A shower curtain, huh? That was such a long-winded way to be like, yeah, this is a shower curtain. 2 pillows in a pile. Oh. A pile of pillows. Is that meant to be some sort of joke? Hey, calm down. What? What? Is that a joke that just didn't get translated at all? Did they just not try? Was there some Japanese wordplay there that just didn't work and they didn't bother? Anything under the blanket? Nope, nothing suspicious here. Oh, there was another line and I'm just messing with you. There's nothing there. Anything under the blanket? Nope, still nothing suspicious. No ghosts or girls either. That's not what I... There are 2 pillows. Must be a double bed. Anything under the blanket? No, okay, no, that still counts. Oh my god, I keep pressing down on the D-pad expecting it to make me go down. Huh? Hey, what the hell? It just got dark all of a sudden. Maybe the candle got blown out. We should go see. The entire candle melted somehow. There's a candlestick covered in melted wax on top of the dresser. Hey, what's this? The top of the candlestick looks kind of weird. You're right. It's all bumpy. They gave us, like, the worst candle in the world. Like, just melted in like less than a minute. Did we get whatever was in here? Yeah. Okay. Oh, the chair that goes with the dresser. There's nothing particularly interesting about it. Do we unlock it with this? Let's see if this candlestick will do anything. Yes, it opened. All right, pull that shit open. We got another zebra dick man plate. Hey, don't you think the pattern on that tile looks like something? Yeah, I saw it somewhere.
Hey, Junpei, you got a minute?
Santa had shown up from out of nowhere and gave Junpei no small start.
Here, take this.
A bookmark?
It looked like a bookmark. It had a four-leaf clover in it.
What is this for? Do you want me to read a book?
I found it in between some of the cushions on the sofa. Pretty sure it ain't gonna be any help to us, but I figured we might as well hang on to it anyway.
Then why don't you hold on to it?
Santa gave him a wry smile.
You know what I hate most in the world? I got 4 things. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck?
Damn straight.
And you hate these things?
Yeah, you got a problem with that?
He's so edgy.
Not really, but...
Junpei tried to figure out how best to phrase what he wanted to say.
What does a bookmark have to do with any of that?
Santa scratched the back of his ear and looked awkward.
Well, see, each leaf on the 4-leaf clover has a meaning to it, okay? And that meaning is pretty much those 4 words. It's like a flower language. Well, I guess it's not a flower, is it? So, leaf language, I guess? Yeah, you could call them leaf words.
Leaf words.
I forgot how much I love the dialogue in this game. Leaf words.
Hope, faith, love, and luck. The meaning of the leaves on a 4-leaf clover.
So, yeah, I want you to take it, okay? Just touching it gives me the creeps. Take the damn thing, all right?
Santa pretended to shiver with disgust and shoved the bookmark into Junpei's confused hand.
Here.
What do you want to do? I'll take it for you, buddy. Leaf language? Kidding, huh? Yeah, Santa knows all about that leaf language. I'm gonna quickly add drug references to the warnings on my stream. I've mentioned drugs more than a couple times now. What? That's why his hair's white. Oh yeah, it was all the drugs. Here we go. Search content labels. Yeah, we're gonna talk about drugs, I guess. We're not gonna talk about gambling. I don't like gambling. There we go. Now I can talk about drugs without Twitch being like, decided to took it. Oh, after all, why shouldn't he?
All right, sure. I'll take it.
He shoved the thing into his pocket and gave Santa a last confused look.
Oh, man, I feel a lot better.
Touche, I didn't know that weed makes your hair white. Is that what it does? Does that make you into an edgy silver-haired anime boy?
That thing was a real pain, you know?
Do you really hate those 4 words that much?
Yeah, well, they can all betray you know? Hope, faith, love, even your destiny.
What had happened to Santa? Junpei wondered. How had he become such a bitter person? For a moment, they looked at each other.
Well, that's not my only reason.
What?
That's not the only reason I hate the 4-leaf clover. I just can't bring myself to like the number 4.
What, worried about the 4 horsemen?
Nah, come on, man. That's just silly. Maybe back in the Dark Ages, that kind of crap scared people. But this is the 21st century, and I'm a 21st century guy. I'm a little insulted.
Then why do you hate 4 so much?
'Cause it's a half-ass number. Not the best or the worst. That's why.
What?
It's so weirdly specific. Hang on, give me 1 sec. Something on the overlay is bothering me, and I need to change it. I need to push this up just a little bit. It's just a little bit too low. There we go.
9 is a way better number. So what if it's last place, right? At least it's not some lame-ass middle number.
What are you...
Yeah, Santa's explanation indeed made no sense at all. Junpei was even more confused than before.
You play?
play?
You mean like the stock market? Yeah, you play stocks?
You mean like gambling?
Yeah, of course. What else would I mean? In Baccarat, the best possible hand totals 9. They call it Le Grand. But the lowest, most worthless cards, zeros, they call Monkey.
Just like the guy in charge of this game, huh? Zero's a monkey.
Santa blinked, utterly stunned.
What?
Then he began to laugh.
Oh man, you're totally right. The guy who trapped us in here sure is one hell of a monkey.
That's when Lotus spoke up.
You know, if you think about it, the nonary game is really a lot like Baccarat.
Apparently, she'd been listening.
Of course, it doesn't use any of that stupid digital root junk. You just drop the tens digit, and that's it. Still, it does have the same idea of your final number needing to be a single digit.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point.
And in both games, whoever has 9 wins.
I don't know shit about Baccarat.
The person who makes 9 wins?
Wait, did you forget already? Don't you remember what Zero said?
Is Baccarat a card game? I don't know why I thought it was something that wasn't a card game. Is it a card
It is
game?
hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out.
I
Seek
don't
a
know what
door that
Baccarat
carries
is.
a 9. So, if we want to get off this boat, we have to make a team whose numbers have the digital root of 9.
And only the people in that team are going to make it out alive.
Of course. That's why it's called the nonary game.
What?
Huh?
You don't know? Nonary means something derived from 9, or base 9. It's derived from the Latin prefix nona, which means 9. While we're at it, the prefix for 1 is uni.
Uni? Wow, just like my latest Twitch follower, Uni. I'm sorry, I hadn't actually thanked Uni for following me, so... I don't think Uni's in chat right now, but thank you for the follow.
You know, like the unicorn, the horse with 1 horn. 2 is bi, like binary.
Like bisexual, ha ha ha, joke.
Binary means composed of 2 parts. 3 is tri. I'm sure you've heard that one plenty.
Yeah, Monster Hunter try.
Like trio, triple, and triangle. You get the idea.
Like Monster Hunter try, where you can swim.
After that, you have quart, quinty, sext, septum, and so on.
Hey, sext, you sext on your phone. Oh.
And of course the prefix for
I'm
eight is
sorry, I
oct,
don't know why my
like
jokes are
octave.
so fucking awful today.
It's called that because it has 8 legs. Get it?
I see.
Uh,
So then Nona means 9.
So, how many of us are trapped on this ship?
That'd be 9.
And what are the bracelet numbers we have?
They go from 1 to 9.
And our time limit? How many hours did we have?
Zero said 9 hours.
And finally, to get out of this ship,
We need to find the door with a 9 that's hidden somewhere in the ship.
By making a team with the digital root of 9.
and there you have it. The number 9 is everywhere in this game. He's got a real theme of nines for this whole thing. No wonder it's called the Nonary game.
I thought the creaking in the game was somebody knocking at my door for a moment. Oh, hi! Welcome back. Welcome from Source. Hi. You missed me saying quite possibly the stupidest jokes ever. Somewhere far away, Junpei heard the crack of stressed metal. Insert wife source. Wife in chat. Wife in chat. Love you, sweetie. Now I'm blushing. It sounded almost like Zero laughing at them. Or the sad, desperate scream of a pig headed to the slaughterhouse. Oh yeah, was there anything else in here? This vase looks pretty expensive. There are some pieces of expensive looking ceramic and porcelain in here. There are a number of expensive plate. It's all just gonna be plate. It's plate. This looks like a valuable vase. Empty though. There seems to be room to the left of the vase. This is the bathroom wall. The whole wall is covered in these square tiles. Oh yeah, today's stream's not going to be super long because I've got an appointment at like 2. So I'm only going to go for a couple hours or so. Whoa, look! Junpei! There's a mushroom growing out of the... Does Santa not know what a shower is? Santa, do you not know what a shower is? That's a shower head. A shower head. It's dry, and it doesn't look like it's been used in a while. This thing's a little shelf for putting soap on. That's the shower knob. I tried turning it, but no water comes out. It's a wall covered in small square tiles. They've all got geometric shapes used on them. I guess I used the shower curtain? There's a curtain rod running along the ceiling. Let's put that shower curtain on those hooks. Let's try spreading the curtain. Wow, that's a pretty obvious peephole. Somebody's really dedicated. But with a hole this big, you gotta wonder if they maybe wanted to be caught. So you're saying the one getting spied on was into that shit? Maybe they were like into those home invasion fantasies. Home invasion? Interesting, I see. You two are real idiots, you know that. Some toilet paper. We've got 2 rolls, I guess. Oops. Is there anything in the toilet? Guess not. Tank's empty too. Wait, hang on. Let's try spreading the curtain. Might as well put it back. Hang on. Does this not do anything? A toilet. There's nothing suspicious about it. There's a hole in the curtain. If I look at it from a ways back, I can see a single tile. Alright, from here I can see what tile it is. It looked like it's 5th from the top and 3rd from the right. This one? Alright. Looking through this hole, I can see a Let's have nothing strange. Nope, the thing's not budging. Well, that means tiled wall. They are ordinary. That means what? Oh, it's the same tile on the other side. Is that what that means? Is that what they were vaguely implying towards? What's up? You going back already? Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. You got me. Wait, what? What? What have you done? Hang on, I gotta take my hoodie off. It's summer is no, not summer. Winter is truly coming to an end here. It's been getting warmer. I keep waking up in like a sweat because throughout winter I'd been sleeping with 2 blankets. Oh, I'm sorry, love. You got me proper popped out now. Yeah, I'd been sleeping with 2 blankets because it had been so cold, but now it's getting warm, and I completely forgot that it was getting warm, and I've been like, why are we waking up sweaty? It's just because it's not so cold anymore. You want cold? Well, come here. It's not hot, but come here. Come over. Just get on a bus and come over. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna take my hoodie off. Yeah. You're adorable. You're adorable, Emmy. Well, I can't just leave June there by herself. What, you think you're her knight or protector or something? You're creeping me out. Whatever, man. I'm going. Okay, let's go to the bathroom. In the bathroom in Lotus's room, I saw a particular tile when I looked through the hole in the shower curtain. Maybe if I look in the same place over here. All right, now where was it? 5th from the top, 3rd from the right. What are you mumbling about, Jumpy? Oh, sorry. Could you be quiet for a moment? I don't want to forget this. Huh? 5th from the top, 3rd from the right. Here it is. Yes, this one's loose. I think I can get under this with my nails, and yes! Oh, we got the funny plate. I always thought this would be hidden in the bathroom, huh? You did a good job finding it. So one side has a design like the rest of the bathroom tiles, and the other side has the black and white design. I think I've seen that pattern somewhere before. Yup, in the other room, so we have to go back again. We have to go back again to the other room. The exit. Lotus and Santa are in the other room. I'm gonna go check up on them. And there we go. Let's put the things on the thing. So I guess I'm supposed to put the tiles in the empty spaces. Alright, I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh boy, sliding puzzles. I guess I just figure out what connects to... Okay, that looks like it works. It must be these 2 then. Yep. There we go. Yes, I did it. There, picture complete. And there goes with the frame. What's this? What do you mean, what's this? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a hole in the wall. I thought she was talking about the key. Like a hidden safe or something, you know? Anyway, let's take a look. I think there's something inside. It's the Mars key! Whoa, this is one of those Mars symbols. The door at the end of the hallway. It has the same symbol engraved on the keyhole. And that's gotta mean... Yes, we can use... this key to get through that door. Junpei messed around with a bit with the key he had and looked blankly at the picture that slid down.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Santa had only been mumbling to himself, but it drew Lotus's attention. She looked at the picture and paused.
I think I've seen this picture before.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Uh-huh.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
Oh, sorry. Santa put his hands on his head as though he were in great pain. Lotus merely arched an eyebrow in his direction and continued.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
Lotus did not look pleased.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
I like that this game just evolves to science, magic, mumbo jumbo straight up, like very quickly. Like, as soon as you get to the first room, it's basically like, hey, science magic nonsense. Santa suddenly burst into laughter.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree.
Lotus's response was surprisingly curt. Junpei had expected at least some conflict.
I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory. There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book.
After a moment, she walked up to the strange picture, examined it, and then spoke.
Hey, what do you think this picture looks like?
Santa answered first.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like...
What is Funya Rimpa? What is Funya Rimpa? I guess I can kind of see a dog. A really strange dog.
Maybe a dog. No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws.
Yeah. Yes, sorta.
See?
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
Santa, despite his constant aloofness, was clearly impressed. Junpei glanced over at Lotus. She looked stunned.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
Oh, it was a dog. It was a dog. You're fine. It's okay. Bunny gotta make the sauce. Oh, I gotta stretch. I got stretch. For a brief moment, Junpei felt a swell of pride.
So, now we know what it's a picture of, but I don't see how that helps us.
Lotus nodded and began to speak.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify initially, but once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These two pictures. The first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easier, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe, etc. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show. During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test. They were, however, given the same tests and the same two pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment?
Oh, there's an ad. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention to the ad thing.
There was no way the second group could have seen the picture. They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it.
Only a few more days, I'm sorry, love.
But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Let us look back and forth, from Junpei to Santa and back again. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she would... Aww. It'll happen. It'll happen. You'll get there. Normally calm and collected, she looked now as though she were very nearly possessed, and there was something manic about her manner. Santa took an involuntary step backward. Junpei didn't budge and stared straight back into Lotus's eyes.
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye. So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field. Huh.
Ad's over. Welcome back, people who were stuck in the ad.
Psych!
Her manner suddenly shifted, and Lotus smiled broadly at Junpei and Santa. She waved her hand dismissively, doing her best to laugh the whole confrontation off.
I was just kidding. You really shouldn't take me seriously. Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after all.
At last, it seemed Santa had gained control of his composure.
Right! Man, I gotta admit, you had me there for a minute. I, really thought you were serious.
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
I actually really love the fashion in this game. I love the, like, I love Santa's little sleeves and his silly little thin scarf and his like little straps on his arms. Lotus's outfit I could give or take. It's kind of just a dancer outfit. And those vagina bones. But like also, I really like June's outfit, and I really like Clover's outfit, and most of the characters just have really good looks. Junpei didn't feel much like laughing. Something felt wrong, unclear.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
Lotus and Santa walked away from the picture, but Junpei stayed, staring at the picture of the dog.
Huh. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
The more he thought about it, the more his head hurt. I did not mean to. I keep accidentally going to the novel path. All right, let's go to the hallway. I'll go get June. You guys go to the door. Okay. Roger that. Yes, it unlocked. Good job, Junpei. Good, now we can get going. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy, let's go. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, Jumpy, let's go. Come on. They stepped through the door to find themselves in a wide hallway.
Oh, another hallway.
Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
They took hold and shook, but it refused to move.
Look over here!
Nearby was a pair of elevators.
Elevators. And the buttons? Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Junpei grabbed a hold of the knob. Junpei grabbed a hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. The others followed shortly.
Oh, so it's a kitchen.
Santa did not look pleased.
What were you expecting?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
Oh my god. So, I haven't really been paying much attention when people have been playing Armored Core. I'm not going to stream it personally. I'll play it on my own. But, I keep hearing, is the player character called 621? Because all that makes me think of is the fucking furry porn site. That's every time I hear 621, I'm like, yeah, like the furry porn site. 621. 621's also E621's also MSG, isn't it? Like that's where the name comes from, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's the additive identifier for MSG. Yeah, that's what I thought. As they talked, Lotus headed deeper and deeper into the room. I remember like a lot of panic back when I was of an age where my family watched a lot of TV. There was like a lot of like, you know, those like very just news programs on TV, how they're always like, the dangers of blah blah blah. Shoddy tradies try to steal your money and take the money you owed people. People on welfare are bad and evil. Those sort of news programs. And I remember them being like, these certain additive identifiers will kill your children and make them autistic. And it's just, oh God. These additives cause autism and you have to avoid them. If your food is a certain color, your kid will end up gay and autistic. Yeah. Oh God, the MSG thing. Oh. MSG is tasting good. I won't have anyone talk shit about MSG. It does give some people headaches, but that's about it. It's good and tasty. As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Until at last, she stood in front of a door.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
Wait, did he just not say his line? Or did I accidentally press A? But don't we need a key for that?
No good.
Oh, he's just not saying his lines. What? Sorry, I guess that wasn't very constructive. Neither Junpei nor Lotus looked terribly happy.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Hi, CJ. Were you trapped in a mine shaft? Welcome back. Why are you coughing? Did someone bury you alive? Were you in an ancient? Were you trapped in an ancient temple? There's no mantises in this game. There's no mantis. I don't remember there being mantises in 999, unless there's 999 mantises somewhere in this boat. There should be mantises, yeah. Yeah, there should. That one of the people should be a mantis. Junpei dug out the map from his pocket and spread it out in front of him. As he did,
Hey,
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
they buried you in an underwater cave. Was the underwater cave full of mantises? Was it an underwater mantis cave? But before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched up the map away from him.
let me see that.
She ran her fingers across it, muttering to herself.
I knew it. See?
I'm sorry you got trapped in the Mantis Zelda dungeon. The underwater the Mantis's wet, moist keep. Hopefully you unlocked a good item there. Oh no. I'm sorry the other person didn't make it out of the Dank's moist mantis hole. Okay, no, that sounds more sexual than I intended. No. Not that sort of mantis hole, I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, hold your horses.
What did you figure out?
This is handy.
Did they try to kiss the mantises? Is that why they died? They tried to kiss a mantis and then they got their head taken? Santa and June moved over to the map as well.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
With her finger, Lotus traced a path on the map.
How about that? She's right. Did get out through
CJ.
there.
You just have to get rid of them. No one can support the mantises. It was CJ in the dungeon with a harpoon gun.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Satisfied that she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei.
Thanks.
He took it and slid the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
That seems the most likely.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
It was your choice of freedom or from that Manchester supporter or just leaving. You could have just left. You could have just left.
Okay.
Okay, so from my original playthrough, I do remember that there is something here important. I do remember that there is a line of questioning that's important. Or is that something you have to go back to with prior knowledge? I think that's something you have to go back to with prior knowledge, actually. How the hell can... Oh my god, I didn't read those other lines, I'm sorry. How the hell can you tell that? They're just like any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're going to embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. Why the hell are you bringing up June? Junpei! Junpei, that young lady... That young lady, literally in almost all of her lines of dialogue, is like... thirsting over you. How do you not know this? Literally every time she looks at you, she's doing the little stretchy arm poses and blushing. Junpei, you dumb bum. Damn, I guess I have to perish. I think mantises are pretty cool. I guess I get harpoon gunned in the dungeon. The lady doth protest too much, methinks. You are not terribly subtle. Those plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come in square pairs. That makes me want some of the I've got, you know those, like, boxes of, like, vegetable, like, they're called... I think they're just called, like, appetizers, but they're, like, it's, like, the box of, like, spring rolls, money bags, and, like, those little samosa things, but they're not actually, like, very good samosas. They're kind of eh. Like, specifically that, like, box, like, those massive box that just specifically have those. I like to buy that all the time, and, like, sometimes I put them in noodles for, like, a bit of extra crunch and some vegetables. I kind of just want some of them right now. I think I'll make myself some after stream. Oh, well, okay. Well, excuse me, princess. Unshrimp? Thank you. I really needed to unshrimp. I was, like, so gamer hunched. It was, like, bad. Water? No problem.
Water!
Oh, I need to go get some water a sec. I don't get much of a... Where did Chibi go? I need to bug the artist to update the Chibi. If it has time to do so. I'll do that after my next payday because this is the fortnight where all my bills come out. All my phone bill and my bloody internet bill. Internet's so expensive. Getting internet wired to this cave, expensive. They didn't have internet set up here when I moved in. I had to have like a technician come out and install internet. A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. And like, they ended up putting the internet, the internet wall box thing nowhere near any like it's not near any wall outlets, so I have to run an extension cord across the room, like all the way across the room, just so the internet box can get power. Cause like here, for some reason, the way the internet works in Australia is we have like a box that is installed into the wall, and then you wire that into your router. So I have 2 cables running along the edge of my room. One that is the extension cable running the internet box into power, and then the other is an Ethernet cable that runs all the way across my lounge room into the router. Luckily, you can't see either of these because I've hidden them with furniture, but oh my god, it is a mess. Thank you for the head pats, CJ. I'm very glad the head pats video still fits on the new model. Anyway, let's look at this. It's a partition that splits the room. On the right side of the wall is one of those swinging doors. You see them a lot in between kitchens and dining areas in restaurants. Without this door, you'd need to run all the way around the partition to get to the other side. That'd be a real pain in the ass, huh? Well, I guess it's not really important, but still. Wow, this pot looks like it's made out of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June drinking tea. Could such a day ever happen for me? Damn, just like me thinking about my wife. Jumpy? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we should be moving on. Just me thinking about drinking tea with my wife. Ideal. It's a lot of notes. They got a bunch of stuff written on them, but it doesn't look like code or anything like that. Look at all these cheeses. I hope that Big Palmer didn't microchip them all. I heard about that the other day. The fucking microchips in the cheese. Oh, I love these cheese models that just say cheese on them. These are so cute. I love these low poly cheeses that say cheese. Can I not? Oh wait, hang on. Is it F12? Okay, F12 is the Steam screenshot. I pressed print screen. Hey, there's something behind the cheese. You're right. Why don't we move some of the cheese? All right, guys. To move it, June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Bottle of oil. What is that even meant to be on there? Oh look, cooking oil. We could probably use this to make something slippery. Okay. There are a number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is... Oh, I love Gouda. I want Gouda. Hey, chat. Do we all want to go out on, like, a picnic and have some, like, tea and Gouda? We got some crackers. We get some, like, get some cheeses. We could get some, like, some of those, like, fruit pastes that you have, or, like, fruits you have with on a charcuterie board. There will be no mantises, don't worry, it's a picnic. I mean, I can't ensure there will be no insects at the picnic, but I don't think... I doubt a mantis will attack you on a picnic. If a mantis attacks you on a cheese picnic, then that's... I think that's kind of your own fault. I think you, at that point, have angered the mantises. Hell yeah. Let's chat cheese. Cheese picnic. This is Gouda cheese, the most famous Dutch cheese. I love smoked Gouda so much. If you don't cut open the casing, it usually won't go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while. So we can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. I guess it's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. I really like the music in this room. What do we got here? There's so much stuff in here. A whole lot of cans. This is probably a pantry. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it'd be a pretty sight. Yeah. Wait. A rusty knife.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
The knife seemed important, Junpei thought. It wasn't going to be much use the way it was.
It's futile.
Futile?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Okay.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Yes, I have actually.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Yeah, that's the one. The title of the novel is Futility. It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But...
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but the story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the Titanic?
yeah,
Oh my god, I'm shrimping again. Hang on. I'm so enamored by this upscale DS game.
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
a hoax.
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after it sank. Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book. 14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know? He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel, so that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Really?
Surprised by Junpei's response, June seemed rather taken aback.
Really?
I keep reading it after accidentally pressing A for the next line. I'm so sorry.
There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
For a moment, June looked very unhappy. More so than Junpei thought was normal for such a discussion, sorry. But it only lasted a moment. With no apparent reason, she suddenly looked up at him, alarmed.
But... That wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
It wasn't?
Yep. There were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead. Both of them before the accident. one in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote 2 stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, 2 ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I keep like trying to unshrimp. I keep like leaning back, but then I lean back too far and my chair reclines, and then I'm too far away from the microphone.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Hmm?
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes,
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
but Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
What?
Oh. What are you smoking?
She's smoking Gouda. It's right there, Junpei. She's smoking Gouda.
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
What? Insane and utterly absurd.
Well, well, why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Her voice trailed off, and she glanced at the floor, troubled.
Come on, let's get back to it.
Junpei tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. Knife spin! Cannot make an oily knife, sadly. Look at this knife spin. Look at this DS ass knife model. I love it. Man, it'd be so nice if I could use keyboard controls. It would be so nice. So today's stream, I'm probably going to end after we finish this room. I think, depending on how long this room takes. All we've got here is a pot and a frying pan. Oh, and a pressure cooker. I guess we could use some of those as weapons. What kind of idiot are you? You're gonna run around with holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? Shoot me for making that joke. Okay. Alright, it's going. Do you think this is all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kinda hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. I wonder what this drawer is. You see the metal grate on top of the grill? They make it like that so the fat and juices can drip off the meat while it cooks. It looks like the area under the plate opens up. No, you can't. I already checked. It's sealed shut. And that's where the coal goes. It's a grill. There's some coals down there. They're burning bright red. Okay. Oh god. Oh, that's right. It's the bumpers that rotate the room. plates, a sink. It's still got water in it. There's a couple of plates in here, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. Here's our whetstone. Wait, hang on. Maybe I'll use the whetstone to sharpen the knife. The blade of the knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this. We got a knife! Is there a button that makes me not... Okay, it's B. Looks like a bunch of instructions for using the cooking utensils. Nothing really suspicious about that. What about this table? Oh, a countertop. There's a rolling pin and a colander here. Nothing useful. A trash can. There's nothing inside of it. Well, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. A big bucket made of tin. There's nothing inside. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Hey Santa, digging through the trash really suits you. What the hell did you say? Listen lady, I did you a favor. I knew you'd piss and moan, so I did it for you. Oh my. I don't recall asking you to do anything. Ugh. I ought to throttle you. Excuse me. Does it feel colder in here? Okay, where do I use the knife? I did not mean to go to the grill. We are not grilling. Maybe this is a table for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. I don't see any... Oh, what a nice dish rack. I'd love to have that in my kitchen. Why don't you take it back with you? Are you offering to carry it for me? Why don't you ask Seven? You're kidding. Oh, sorry. Oh. You honestly don't think I'd let a beast like that into my home, do you? There are some bottles of seasoning in here. An iron oven. Looks pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. I bet you could cook anything with this. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Damn, I knew it. It's locked. Door? That's the exit. It's a big old iron plate over the door. I don't think we can open it. Hey, Santa. Could you open that door, please? What the hell? There's no way I could open that thing. Guess you're just getting to that age where your eyes start to go, huh? You better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live long enough to see that door opened. This has got the two of them on edge. We gotta get out of here and fast. What's this? It's a bowl, and it's really rusty. Will this even open? We won't know until we try. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's see if you're gonna come in. Damn, no dice. Of course. Maybe if I put some oil in it. Hey, just a little bit of oil and... Come on, you little son of a bitch. Whoa! Ha, yes, got you, you little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. As Junpei walked into the room, a blast of cold air washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arms tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body heat.
Oh, it's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Santa's teeth had already begun to chatter. Hardly surprising. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Lotus, however, was even worse situation.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
And with that, she ran out of the room. As Lotus left, June came in.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside. We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But
Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth.
Huh?
Huh? When the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang from out behind them. In unison, they spun around to find that the door they had only recently come through was closed. Junpei rushed to the door.
Why did it suddenly close?
Desperately, he grabbed the hold of the doorknob.
Ah!
It was cold, beyond cold. Merely touching it was painful.
The knob's frozen.
But why?
They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured.
Looks like the pipe next to it broke, and
Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen it instantly. Santa shoved Junpei aside and pounded against the door.
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
She wasted no time in responding.
What do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on.
Soon, they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. Then the grunting ceased, and they could hear light panting as if it was from exertion.
It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Well, thanks, Lotus.
Oh.
God damn it.
Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. June was hugging herself and shivering violently. Even with Junpei, the heaviest clothes of any of them, was clearly feeling the cold. With every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies.
anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Two heads are better than none. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Oh. Is the stream okay? Is the stream okay? Something weird just happened with my computer. It still seems to be going. The resolution on... Is that how it's... Oh dear, hang on. Oh, VideoTube crashed. Hang on. It keeps freezing? Yeah. I don't know what happened. My computer, like... Sorry. Whoops. My computer went black for a moment, and then all of a sudden the resolution on my second monitor was fucked up. Okay, is everything fine now? Are we good now? God, am I gonna have to take my computer in to get fixed? That'd suck. I really don't want to have to do that. I don't know any good computer places around here. I will have to bring that up with someone. Ha. Oh well. What's this? It looks like a tag or something. Bleed? No problem. Chunk of pork. Water? Sure.
Water!
Stretch. But yeah, is it fine now? Is the stream okay? Is that a yep as in stream's okay, or yep as in stream's fucked? Because if stream fucked, I might have to end stream here. Because I don't really know how to fix that. I mean, I'm probably going to have to take my laptop in to get fixed anyway. It's been having problems, and I've kind of just kept hoping that I could fix them, but it seems to... Yeah. All good? Okay, good. I may have to go on break again soon just to get my laptop fixed again, though. Well, not again. I may to get my laptop fixed. But we will see how we go. More meat. Dry ice. Junpei picked up the dry ice of his sleeve so to avoid burning himself.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
They were about to move on when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees.
Oh shit, it's a 9! 9! That's the number of the game!
Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Junpei looked at her, dumbfounded.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I'm the clean... Oh, the queen of random knowledge.
Clean?
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off. Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yeah, that's right.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
June giggled and did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was still feeling good enough to joke around, Junpei told himself.
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seemed unaffected.
It is kind of weird.
June answered.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure. But at 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure...
It won't turn into a liquid, right?
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
Okay.
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
June replied with an answer that stunned both of them.
There's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Huh?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, You could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Thanks. What are the freezers at 96 degrees? Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees? Junpei was cold as hell, but this was too interesting to ignore. He did his best to warm up by rubbing his arms and stamping his feet, then put the question to June.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Ice 9?
Ice 9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice 9, or is it water?
I don't know. There's ice. Yeah, it's ice that doesn't melt till it's 96 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm assuming. I don't know Fahrenheit. We use Celsius here, so.
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite. They're both made of carbon, right? But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup.
She wasn't finished.
Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it, but whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip.
You can use the ice on the mantises. Those poor mantises. I don't think they deserve to be iced like that.
Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened. Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize...
Oh my god. Hang on. Can I do mod view from here? How do I... Oh wait, I can probably slash ban verbal waiver. Is that the name? Verbal waiver? Yeah. There we go.
Even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed. And it didn't end there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees.
Yeah, I bopped them away.
Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize. But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... How do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
They're in info dump. They're in the info dumping space, so it means they they simply cannot be frozen.
Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Junpei was honestly impressed. It was in fact a pretty interesting story.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But, what does that have to do with Ice 9?
his surprise, it was Santa, not June, who answered.
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world.
Junpei felt that Santa might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with the proper concern.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
He was right. Junpei shivered.
Alright guys, I think that's enough of that. I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland.
I'm sorry.
I freaking hate the cold. So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Santa stomped off, clearly doing his best to pretend the cold wasn't affecting him.
Selfish, isn't he?
Still, Santa was right, and it was high time they got back to their search.
Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
But also the way he pronounced Iceland, like there was a space in there. Junpei looked at June, nodded, and resumed his search of the room. Is there anything else in the freezer? Frozen chicken. Can I get frozen fish? No. That's what I've heard. I can't say for sure. Sturdy rope. Water bottle. Okay, we can probably combine some items right now. A water bottle. Yes, it is. Whoops. Alright, the dry ice is all in pieces now. I'm gonna put these pieces of dry ice into the water bottle. So you put in the dry ice in the water, Jumpy? If it explodes, I could probably blast away the ice on the door. So how are we gonna get it to stay against the doorknob? Let's just tie a rope on here. There is an ad in 3 minutes, by the way. If you want to avoid an ad, you can sub or do whatever. You don't have to. I don't care. Water bottle bomb. Hey, why don't we use that rope to tie a bottle onto the doorknob? We just have to put water in it, and if we can give it a good whack with something, kaboom, it'll explode and break the ice off the door. Then what are we waiting for? I can't take this cold any longer. There's nothing else in here I need to do. Everything's frozen. Doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. Oh, I need to sneeze. Hang on. Apparently, that's how you make a water bomb. Nothing here. It's a thin pipe. There's water dripping from this pipe. It looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and froze it in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Let's blow up the door, boys.
Put water into the bottle.
Yeah,
with
you don't need ice 9. Just some dry ice, a water bottle, and some rope.
And make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
A small rock. Huh.
Junpei looked down at the floor. Scattered across it were pieces of dry ice left over from the larger chunk he
All
crushed
right,
earlier.
this ought to do the trick.
He pulled his sleeve over his hand to keep from getting burnt, and grabbed the chunk of dry ice.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
It was a pretty good size. About as big as a pool ball.
All right, guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Both Santa and June looked at him with new concern.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide, genius?
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Junpei pulled open the door to the small cellar.
Come on, get inside, quick.
Santa and June nodded and jumped down into the hole. Junpei quickly followed. In his hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide, even through his sleeve. He tightened his grip, took aim, and prepared to throw.
All right, here I go. 3, 4, 5.
You're counting the wrong way.
Oh, oops.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. All right, for real this time. You guys ready?
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
All right, here I go. 3, 2, 1.
Junpei threw the chunk of dry ice as hard as he could. With the same motion, he ducked down into the cellar with Santa and June, just as... Junpei leapt out of the cellar and ran to the door.
Jumpy, the ice on the door. Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes. All right, let's see if it opens.
Junpei grabbed the doorknob and pushed it with all his might. If he just missed... I mean, there was a few more chunks he could have picked up. The door gave way easily, and all three of them tumbled out of the freezer at once.
Hooray! We're out!
June, relieved, collapsed onto the floor.
Move.
Janta? Santa shoved past Junpei. There's an ad right now. I'm actually going to quickly go to the bathroom during the ad. Give me 1 sec. Hello. I am back from the bathroom. I hope y'all survived without me.
Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot! Fuck!
He proceeded to kick the grill in a futile but amusing fit of
Well, you
rage.
did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
It took Junpei only a moment to find her. She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest.
Welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
Wow, thanks. With a great yawn, Lotus lowered herself off the counter. Junpei clenched his teeth and walked towards her.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
We were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out all right, didn't it?
What the hell?
Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap.
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too. If you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too. See? I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door, but I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
It was true that there wasn't much else she could have done, but something about her tone. Junpei gritted his teeth.
Fine. But there's one thing I have to ask you.
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
Wait, what? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own. I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closure.
If she had really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't.
I don't like Lotus. I really don't like her.
Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer.
Junpei swallowed his anger and did his best to apologize.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Lotus looked away and twirled her hair between her fingertips. His vengeance against the grill complete, Santa swaggered back towards Junpei and Lotus.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over. Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Okay, so we got that frozen meat. I feel like we definitely gonna chuck that on the grill. Let's grill some meat, boys. Let's grill. I love grilling. Hey, what are you doing? What are you gonna do with the paper birds? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? You just gotta keep an eye on it, and the paper will be fine. Well, they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Cool, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know what I'm... Ouch! See? I told you. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So we're going to have to cut the meat. Yeah, it looks that way. Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife. Yes, I cut the pork. Awesome, Junpei. Now we can cut out the paper. C plus 10 plus F. C plus 10 plus F? Do you think it's some kind of code? Damn it, they're just screwing around. Junpei, do you know what C and F stand for? You think maybe it means corporate finance? I thought it was clever. I thought it was clever and funny. Okay. Whoops. We did see this. Hang on. Looks like a serving table. I would imagine food is put on here after it's prepared so that the waiters and waitresses can take it out for the customers. But something doesn't seem right here. Why is there so many plates? A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Wait, hang on. Appetizer. Soup A. That has something to do with the code I have, I think. A countertop. We gotta roll it. Oh, yeah. No. It's a tank with a pipe coming out of it. Nothing really that special about it. This table is. Oh, yeah. There's a silver pot here. This is the oven door. It's locked, of course. This is the display above the block. Blech. This is probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe if we put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. Do you know how to enter those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically, when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. So if I screw up, I press C, right? Alright, let's give this a shot. I don't know the password. Shit, it didn't work. Do you think the note we found in the book wasn't a hint? C plus 10 plus F. There aren't any letters on the input device. Maybe if we could find a way to convert letters to numbers. Oh yeah, the voucher we found next to the plates had some letters on it, didn't it? Maybe they've got something to do with it. That voucher next to the plates? This? A voucher. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. What am I meant to... Is A 11? Is that what it's trying to tell me? I'm gonna go with that. So that would be like... file. No. I'm gonna save. I haven't saved in a while. Okay, okay, so let's work this out. So we've got C, which is if that should be 13. And then what? F is C. Okay, so C would be 13. D 14. E 15. F is 16. So it's 13, 10, 16. Uh, 13, 10, 16. Oh! Okay, we need digital roots. So, 4, 1, 7? So, 4, 1, 7. No? Yeah, I know. Oh, wait. No, we're plussing those numbers together. So, 13. Hang on. Let me look at it again. So C is 13. 13 plus 10 is 23. So that's 49? 39? 39? Is that the number? No? I don't get it. I have a small brain. I don't get it. I don't get it. Cause okay, if A is 11, B 12, C 13, D 14, E 15, C 16, right? So it'd be 13 plus 10 plus 16, right? Which would be 39, right? But then it wants... It wants 3 numbers, though. Like, do I want the digital root of 39? Which would be 2, I think? Wait, hang on. 3 plus 9 is... Wait, no, it'd be 3. We have to get off the boat. And we have to do puzzles. And there's doors that will explode you. Appetizer. I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel dumb. C plus 10 plus F. But it's only 3 numbers. And if I make digital roots of 13, C would be 4. The middle number would be 1, and F would be 7. Yeah, it's escape rooms, but deadly. I did try 417 though, didn't I? Man, we are really just leaving that meat on there to burn. Man, this pork smells good. We tried 317, didn't we? 317. Yeah, we're only allowed 3 numbers. Is there any other vouchers? No, I heard it was critically planned. I don't know, it was pretty enjoyable with a little pot. Damn it. Maybe, there's plates everywhere. Let's look at the plate. No, we can't look at the plates. 1, 2, 3, there's 10 of them. If you flip them over, they look like hats. The middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so the soup doesn't spill. If we ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? A round plate for seafood. There are 15 of them in a pile. Oh, wait, no, it's the plates. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, dish F. Okay, so appetizer plates, there is 9. Okay, so soup is 10. seafood is 15. Okay, so it's 9, 10, 15. So 116? 116. Oh wait, no, I'm plussing them together. So, oh wait, C. It's not appetizers. Hang on. So soup dish is A. Seafood. Bunch of wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. Ugh, you really are ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Jeez. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. And the number of the plates of tables are 9 appetizer, 16 meat, 10 soup, and 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. And hexadecimal is... It's a number system that goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. You're familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. I am not familiar with base 10. I assumed A was after 10. So no, I'm not. The base 10 equivalents of the hexadecimal numbers would go like this. A equals 10, B equals 11, C equals 12. Okay, so C is 12. And 10 equals 16. And 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters added onto... of 6 letters added onto the normal number after 9. Okay, so C is 12. I think I get it. So 12 plus 10 plus 15. I was the number off. So 12 plus 10. That's 37, right? But that's not enough numbers. So it has to be digital roots, right? So 3, 1, 6? I'm selecting the thing. Yeah, I know. I already figured this out. 3, 1, 6. No? So you convert C plus 10 plus F to base 10, right? But if you look at the voucher and the number of plates, then F equals 15. And what about 10? I don't think 10 is... Oh! 10 is 16. So it's 7. Yes. And then that means... Yes. I did it wrong. C is, well... Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so C is 12, so that's 3. 10 is 16, so that's 7. And F is 15, so that's 6. No? Is it 5? What am I doing wrong? Jumpy, figure it out already. F equals 15, right? 10 is 16. Do you know what 15 plus 16 is? It's 31. Then we already know what F plus 10 is, right? Just add C. So it's 31 plus 12. which is 43. Okay. Fine, stop yelling at me, lady. Sounds like Meddler's fault. I was overcomplicating it. I thought it might want digital roots. Okay. It's a card reader. Since the light's red, it's probably still locked. The key card has got to be around here somewhere. We just got to find it. Damn it, it didn't work. It doesn't matter how many times you try. This door isn't gonna... Oh yeah, unshrimp and water? No problem.
Water!
That's the last of my water, so I will have to get more water when the next redeem happens. This door isn't going to open until we've solved all the puzzles in this room. I'm sure this is all just part of Zero's plan. I can't just imagine what his motives would be. Sorry, I keep pressing D-pad instead of... This is the door we came in through. It's not locked, so we could go back out, but what's the point, right? All that's out there is an iron gate and a dead-end hallway. Yep, might as well be locked for all the good going back out there to do. Going back out there to do. That's not what I meant to click. There's an iron plate over the door. There's no way it'll open. Oh. I unlocked the oven and I just didn't open it. Yeah, the door opened. Good job, Jumpy. Saturn keycard. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. You found it!
I think we've been here before.
A metal grate stretched from wall to wall. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen.
The elevators are over there, so that means...
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
That means the map was right.
Looks like.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move?
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
He's right. Let's get started.
From the looks of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D. First, A and B.
They both seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 2 doors.
Okay, so it seems
They
there's a
both
branching
locked. We
path.
couldn't open
Yeah,
them.
right. Yeah, there will be a branching path in a moment. 3 branching paths. One of which puts you down a very specific ending.
Now, Route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened? When we went into the kitchen, it was closed. But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take Route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means...
All 4 looked at the map. They all looked at the staircase, its lazy curve leading down and deep into the ship.
Route D, then.
D it is.
Yup, Route D.
Then we're set.
They jogged down the stairs until they reached the C deck.
Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Yeah, just like I thought. D-Deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like a great mirror.
At least the water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C-Deck.
What else is here?
There are 2 elevators over there at the top of the stairs, just like the floor above.
Hold on. These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
Another strange mark.
Hey, look, it's Lotus's symbol.
Huh?
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like... Oh, ouch, 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 ouch!
Lotus had taken hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently, and he thought he heard a low growl coming from her throat.
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
Such violence. Junpei began to wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile, June spoke up.
This is a Mercury symbol. The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes herpes, whatever.
Herpes, whatever.
If we can't get this thing to work, these elevators aren't going anywhere.
In other words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
I guess we can't get on then. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
They weren't sure how many, but certainly enough to be discouraging.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
I have a feeling this ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
That's even worse.
Well, we can come back to this hallway later. Let's check the hallway on the other side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
To their right was a small hallway.
And now the right hallway.
Quickly, they headed into it. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. The hallway led towards the stern, and at its end was a set of double doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Let's open them.
All right, let's start with this one.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
It isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
Thrilled to find an unlocked door, he threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
What?
He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak.
What the hell is this? This place is huge.
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the four companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses.
Is this a hospital?
He had at last been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room.
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
Three of them were all emblazed with large single-digit numbers, made of thick red paint.
The left door says 3. The second door is blank, but the third has a 7. And the rightmost door is 8. There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the second door blank? That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Junpei headed toward the doors, weaving his way between the beds. He started with door 3 on the left and moved to the right until he go with lucky number 7. The thing with the doors is you need to have every character has a bracelet with a number on them, and the characters' numbers need to match up with the number of the door when added together. And okay, so there's this thing in this game called a digital route. Digital route is when all the numbers are added together, including when there's like a number with multiple digits, like 12 would become 3 because the digital root of 12 is 3 because you've got a 1 and a 2. So if like the characters with the 8 bracelet and the 7 bracelet, they would make 8 plus 7 is 15. So the digital root of that would be 6. He started with door 3 on the left and moved right until he reached door 8.
Oh, it's no use.
Yeah, and there's characters with bracelets 1 to 9, except the person with the 9 bracelet got himself exploded.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the notary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look, the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But this one,
There's nothing on it.
right?
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
It's not responding.
All 4 took turns on placing their hands over the red, but it refused to respond. They pulled at the lever, and it still did nothing. As soon as they discovered it wasn't only the red for door 8 that was behaving strangely.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken. Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No, that's impossible. You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain why this thing ain't working.
It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
They spun around to see,
Snake!
but it was more than just Snake. Oh yeah,
It's
every
clever,
character has
said
a code name relating to what number their bracelet is. Like Snake is 2 because Snake Eyes, Ace is 1, Clover is 4, 7 is 7, Lotus is 8, June is 6, Junpei is Junpei because June accidentally let everyone know Junpei's name, so they didn't bother giving him a code name. Santa is 3 because San. The Japanese for the number 3. Is that all of them? 9 never got a nickname because he died before they even gave... He never got a code name because he died too quickly. Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising they had. If it had been the other party who opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into each other eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised.
How did you end up here?
That's my line?
Perhaps we should exchange information.
After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about the rooms they'd been through, and how they'd ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again, although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person. Never trust a person with closed eyes. He's blind! He's not suspicious, he's just blind. He read Braille earlier. Each one of them was wearing some matter of a smile. Almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the ninth man. No, thought Junpei. Perhaps that it wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way. The ninth man had died, but they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt sorry for the ninth man, but more than anything, Junpei was happy to be alive.
There you have it. Our half of the story.
His part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent, in thought. Then he spoke.
Okay, let me see if I got all this straight. When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Why don't we check those 3 Reds again, just in case?
You're right. Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be back in a sec. I'll be real quick. I've returned. Oh, I need a stretch.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms. That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this.
Of all people, it was Seven who answered, and with calm confidence.
Well, I figure it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's the Gigantic.
The Gigantic?
Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What is this gigantic?
Seven knit his brows for a moment, and then began to explain.
The Gigantic. She was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and they looked exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic.
The sister ship of the Titanic, the Gigantic! And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure the Gigantic was this isn't fiction, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Gigantic actually was real.
The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdain bought her. Seemed like he'd been one of the few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself, which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, but the Gigantic wasn't. And seeing as she was identical...
So you're saying this Lord Gourdain bought this ship?
Yeah, at least I think I am.
That's impossible. No way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down, just pay attention. What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that this ship is really the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So, I just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Sorry, just
Like?
Well, I mean... I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry.
Hey! Whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as if he had said something very strange.
Yeah?
Your point being?
He decided to revise his attitude for the next question.
Wait, was I the only one that didn't know?
Everyone nodded.
Why?
Oh, yeah, I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment, a bell began to ring from far away.
Huh. A bell.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
Junpei counted each chime carefully.
10, 11, 12. 12.
It's midnight.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, not just one.
Wait. Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We've already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 other rooms?
Oh my god. Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly.
Maybe?
The subtitles are different from what he's saying. And it seems to be
All right, so
exclusively
everyone knows which
Seven.
area they're searching?
Yeah.
Yes!
Junpei was chosen to search for the rooms on the starboard side, moving from 4 to aft.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components we need.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right. Then let's do this.
The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they'd been assigned. However, from far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m.
It's 1. I better get back to the others.
He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there.
Huh?
Ace, Santa, Clover, June, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of door number 8. Or perhaps to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to door number 8.
What are they doing over there?
Had one of them found the missing piece?
What happened, guys?
It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look!
She was pointing at the red. Give me 1 sec. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Immediately, he knew what she had meant.
Vacant?
Junpei sighed.
Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Well,
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouths shut.
What the hell? What is up with you guys?
They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know.
You don't know?
When I got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
What? Let me see.
Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again, just to make sure. The slot that had been opened at the bottom was now covered with metal.
You're right. It's in there. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Let me take a look.
Junpei quickly examined the other 2 boxes.
It's just as you said.
Satisfied that they were also repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others.
Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody has any idea what the hell happened here, right?
Correct.
none.
Ace and June nodded silently. Seven raised his hands as if to say, "Not me," and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing.
Huh. Wait a minute.
That was when he noticed.
Where's Snake?
Junpei swept his eyes across the room a second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen.
Does that mean that he found them?
I've no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose we'll know until we can ask him in person.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Yeah, well, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he gets around in the first place.
Clover raised her head.
No! That's impossible!
You got lost in the sauce? Aw. Are you ready to I want some bunny sauce. I want some bunny sauce. Yummy, yummy bunny sauce. I'm hungry. I want some pasta.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible.
Clover had started to shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him.
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run. Yeah, Clover and Snake are brother and sister.
Hey, hold on, Clover. Wait!
Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone.
Well, that didn't work. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the red is working now.
No! We're not leaving two people behind! We should go look for them!
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, yes, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We've only 5 hours left.
Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up.
Let's split up.
All right, I'll take this direction.
Then I shall look that way.
I'll be over here.
See you all later.
Only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were June and Junpei, who had been a few steps behind the others.
All right, we should go too.
Yes, let's go. But where should we start?
Let's see.
Okay. It has been 3 hours, and I have an appointment at 2 that I should probably prepare myself for. Sorry for the shorter stream today. I mean, 3 hours is a pretty decent stream. Let me see. Let me see who is live. Let me go back to just chatting. Let me go back to just chatting and have a look. Who's live? Can we raid anyone? We got 2 people. That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna stream more this week, so that's okay. Don't worry. I'm gonna raid Elio because he's generally hasn't been he hasn't been around for a bit, so I'm gonna raid him because his laptop is broken. We are plundering. Okay, so if you have a sub, when I don't have a specific raid message yet, but if you have a sub, use the grumbler emote and just say goat raid. If you don't have them, just say goat raid. Okay. No, I did not spell that right. I did not spell that right. I nearly started raiding into a channel that may or may not have actually exist. Okay. Thank you for coming. Today was fun. It was a good stream. Next stream, it will probably be Ryza or Sonic. Yeah. That's what you should do when the raid goes. Okay, I'm just gonna do the raid now. Thank you for coming. Love you all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.